Yo, what's up, people? It is in the middle of September, and we're in Dreamland on this podcast episode because there was too many psychedelics going on in somebody's mind when this dream happened. So, people, before the show, Circus comes in and she's like, I got this amazing dream that I have to share with all of y'all. And I said,
I would say
what happened? It sounds pretty amazing for what you said. And then we did beforehand, I looked up the dream interpretation of it. And basically it was like, you just need to connect more with the people around you. So that was really it. But Circus has some wild story to tell. So by all means, Circus, before we start the show with the topics, go right on ahead.
All right. So one night this week, I had a dream. All four of us was sitting in a cafe, this podcast. Joey was sitting across from me. Sylph was sitting next to Joey. Me and Joey were sitting next to this wall thing, and me and Mooney were sitting next to each other. Mooney slides out. So I slide out. I go outside. Dead of winter outside. Frost on the ground, all that stuff. I look up on a white grayish four-wheeler. I see Mooney riding side saddle holding on to the fucking bars. I don't know what the fuck caused this dream, but I'm like, I did not tell anybody in my waking hour about this dream. I'm like, I'm gonna wait till we go live to tell everybody about this. I thought it was fucking hilarious. And I swear I haven't done any fucking psychedelics.
Well, you've been in the laundromat for a little too long, it sounds like. Out here, but after closing time, just dreaming away, and then all of a sudden, whoa, Mooney's riding four-wheelers, wearing American graffiti everywhere on her, toilets following her, going, America.
It was crazy. I didn't see Syl's face at all, but I know Joey was next to her, them, and I just walked outside and I saw Mooney running a four-wheeler, and next thing you know, I see rednecks walking around and all that shit. So it's crazy. Yeah, I saw a redneck walk from in front of me, and then I woke up from the fucking dream. I'm like, what the fuck did I eat, or what the hell did I do just to fucking dream this? And it's
redneck number 2. Did you see that celestial beauty riding that four-wheeler over there in the dead of winter?
And it's like I told Joey, it took we've known each other over 6 years. It took fucking 6 years to finally dream about y'all in my dream. And I'm like, wow.
Nice.
So,
maybe that's a sign, Circus. Maybe that's a sign, like the dream interpretation says.
Yeah. I'm like, I didn't give Joey too much details. He's just looking up everything. And the more I add, he's like, oh, I could have added this. I could have added that.
I could have added, there were so many things. The redneck with the clothing, with the specific clothes. I would have been like, oh, there's probably something innocuous in her brain to say, oh, what is this interpretation of? Because the diner is a representation of bringing closeness with the people that you care about. So that's what I love diners anyway. I'll always go to a diner.
What's going on over there? What's going on back there?
What are you doing, Elliot?
Apparently, Elliot don't like my dream. I want to tell about the four-wheelers, what it means, and all that bull.
What are you doing?
Well, the four-wheeler is supposed to be representing a change, changes, and four-wheelers are meant to be very slow on vehicles, so it's a slow change. And it could be you or it could be Mooney. It's up to interpretation.
Oh, this four-wheeler is going pretty fast. That's what caught me off guard. She was riding side saddle holding the bars. It's very fast.
Oh yeah, and then because it happened in winter, winter is a representation of slowness, whereas summer is very fast.
So apparently Mooney is now the experts in four-wheelers in my dream, apparently.
As long as I'm not pulling any fucking stunts on it.
Or you were just going fast. It was crazy. It was a very big field. I'm guessing it's from my aunt's house or something, because they own a big ass property out here where I live and shit. So it's I don't know where the fuck we were. I don't know where the hell the diner came from.
Oh, because diners are always fun to go to, especially if they got chocolate, chip, and cakes.
And we were probably there eating whatever.
It's not a good place. Full stop.
Yeah, so that was my weird ass dream. It's funnier than the Kajita one.
Oh yeah, there's a Vegeta one too, but I don't.
Right on the
we didn't
goddamn John Deere.
We didn't
Yeah.
get. Oh god, if it's a John. Oh god, next thing you know, Looney's gonna be running a John Deere wearing the hat.
I'll tell you about the Vegeta one. Like, I was like in this, like, I was walking outside from this like backyard, not backyard, but this alley place. Like, it looked like one of those old Italian restaurants backyard where the chef comes out. And I was like looking around. It's the alleyway. I look over. There's Vegeta on a fucking John Deere lawnmower. It's fucking green as hell. Everything. And I'm like, I see random shit in my dreams half the time, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Hey, look who's back!
Hey,
Sketchity's back.
Hey!
Oh, why Sketchity? We would not hate you for having a life. Okay,
Yeah.
Sketchity, you have a life. That's fine. That's the beauty of this. That you're coming back and you're like, hey, I got this thing that I'm being so busy. And by the way, your paintings I've been catching your paintings on the socials, and they're pretty damn awesome, dude.
And I've been catching you on Pokemon Go since I've been playing. So there you go.
Meanwhile, Chiaki is back with more gaming.
Can we start with the James Earl Jones news first?
Yeah, we can. We can go. We can go in. We can go in different orders. Yes. So we found out yesterday or a couple of days ago. I can't remember what day it was, but the man himself for voicing this is CNN. Passed away at the age of 93. So, I mean, that man lived a longer life than the average life expectancy. So that's a celebration right there. I mean,
he was very loved.
Oh, of course. Are you kidding me? The man, like, okay, here are some of my vivid memories of J-E-J. Sketchy saying, I don't play Pokemon Go anymore because my new phone can't handle it. Did you get are you planning on getting an iPhone 16? Because they made that announcement. Probably not going to talk about it because I haven't looked it up yet. But anyway.
Especially I've been on and off. I just got a new phone myself because, my other one turned shit.
Oh, okay, here it is.
So my earliest memory of James Earl Jones, like in anything that he was in, Sketchy's like, oh God, no. I'm assuming you saw the presentation. It's like, oh, the iPhone 16 now has 2 cameras. Anyway, so my earliest memory was him. You're saving for a PS5. Okay, cool.
The
Simpsons. Was what was it? It was the Simpsons, and he was doing the narration of Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven.
That for me, and him playing that guy from Sandlot.
From where? Sorry, somebody's back.
The blind guy from Sandlot.
Oh right, I forgot he was in both movies too. He was in both the first one and the second one.
Well, I can't hardly remember the second one because I thought it was such dog shit that I had
to watch it. You know what? I watched it on a cruise, and it's the exact same storyline. It's like, you could have just knocked on my door and just asked me for it. And I'm like, oh, we could have saved ourselves an entire movie. I was so pissed when I watched the Sandlot movies. I'm like, you need to tell me this whole thing could have been resolved by just knocking on the dude's door.
Dude, I think I prefer the third Sandlot as a equal fucking sequel. It's not a repeat.
So but because there was that, because he was in the first ever Treehouse of Horror, and he played in every single one. He was one of the movers in the first story, then he was one of the aliens in the second one, which they never brought back. It was always just Kane and Kodos afterwards. But his name, it was like nobody could pronounce his name. It was like, to pronounce it correctly, I would have to pull out your tongue.
Dude, I found out his dad, he had a role in the Sleepaway Camp movie as one of the chefs. Not the pedo one, but the black dude.
Oh, I still have to watch the Sleepaway Camp movies. I was made into not made into watching it, but somebody like gave me the movies and said, "Here, watch all of these." I'm like, "Well, I'll do it with a group of friends," but I never got around to it.
The last one's very dog shit.
Oh, I'm sure. But what was it? James Earl Jones was in a couple of other things Simpsons related. Like I said, he did the whole Raven thing, which is like the only way that I can actually read that story is through his voice. Because once he did that once, I'm like, I can't do it any other way ever again.
Mm-hmm.
But so he was actually in Conan the Barbarian. He played the villain in that movie.
Ooh.
So I remember actually watching it at a young age, but people were like, my dad was telling me at the time when the movie was out, it's like, you don't understand how much Arnold, when he came into the picture, like just how big of an actor he was about to become. Like people really loved Conan the Barbarian. I'm like, really? What about James Earl Jones? It's like, oh, we already knew he was going to be like the greatest thing ever.
Then he played Vader voice.
Oh yeah, because I mean he already played Vader at that point because everyone knew that was him. So it was like, okay. Oh, hold on. Trying to get the actor stuff up here. Oh, that's right. He was the father in Coming to America. I completely forgot about that.
I forgot about that. It's been forever.
It took me a while when I actually saw the movie for the first time. It took me a while to realize that was him because I always recognized him through his voice. And at one point, he sounded like Darth Vader for a second. And I'm like, wait a minute, that's J.E.J. And it was like, yeah, how did you not realize that was J.E.J.? And I'm like, I don't know. But I thought that was always fun. Yes, I mentioned that, Sketchity. He was the voice of CNN for many years.
Wasn't he also the voice of Mufasa in The Lion King?
Yeah,
of course.
That was also another early
in
memory.
both movies, in the live action and the cartoon. My favorite meme still to this day is Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom. What about that shadowy graveyard over there? Simba, what did I just fucking say? I always wanted, if I ever met J.E.J. in real life, I would have said, Sir, can you please just read this meme out loud and just have me record it so that I have it for all of eternity?
That was the greatest thing ever.
I just wanted to see like a Lion King after dark, and Mufasa's just like, oh my God, did you know what Simba did today out there, Sarabi? Oh my. And it's like, when it's nighttime, he's your son, okay? Just leave it. Just don't let him near me. Imagine like Mufasa and Scar like hanging out at the Lions version of a bar. And it's like, so how is but isn't Big Brother coming in to actually join in with the townsfolk? Oh, fuck you, Scar. I really need a drink. I never thought having a kid would be this tough. Well, so what? Being king is a lot easier? Oh, yes. You know what? I can have, you know what it is like being King Scar? Every single lioness is my wife. No, seriously. Every single lioness I get to have scourge on end. Like, I am like the alpha lion. And Scar's just like,
bro. Oh, God.
Motherfucker. You have no idea. I'm going to kill you one of these days, and then all those lionesses are going to be mine.
And what do? He becomes king and fucks everything up.
Yeah. And he never got any of the lionesses, by the way, except the one from the sequel, but that's it.
Zira?
Yeah. And yes, I know he's Vader, and everyone talks about Vader, but it's just the character of Anakin is always going to be attached to him. So there's had to have been some moment in time where they went to J.E.J. and said, hey, can you just read like regular Anakin's lines? Can you just read the I hate sand line, please?
Hell, that's why Hayden Christensen was like really reluctant to come back to the fucking Obi-Wan franchise.
Yeah, but it took Ewan McGregor to bring him back because those guys were friends. They went through hell and back just trying to do Taekwondo they had to learn to get ready for the lightsaber fight, and they were so exhausted just trying to get through that whole thing. Like Hayden's like, that's it, I'm not acting ever again after this.
Oh, he acted, but after it, he just didn't want to play that.
Yeah, I mean, at any point when you're in a production like that, you're like, I will never act again. I'll just live off the royalties of this, please. Because I know he did Jumper afterwards. But anyway, going back to James, I'm trying to see if there's like any other things that I remember him from. Oh my God, he was in The Big Bang Theory. Okay, that's a detriment to his resume. Oh, he was in an episode of House. That's interesting. Wait a minute. He was in Click? Oh, no.
Yeah, he was in. He did the narration at one point.
Oh, I totally forgot about that. Oh, no. Why,
and the main character tells him to shut up, and he argues back.
Oh, I didn't realize that he actually read the Bible.
What?
That would have been interesting. Like, did he read all the books?
Bro.
As if that's the case, we can actually do like a whole thing on the Bible and just have him narrate the whole thing.
Oh, please do. That's the only way I'm going to get through that.
Oh, fucking Christ.
Because you know me, Joey. I fucking hate the Bible.
Yes.
No offense, Christian. I just fucking got, like, abused too much in your church for me to like religion.
Oh, I forgot he was the narrator in Judge Dredd.
So rest in peace, James. Thank you for like being a great actor.
I'm trying to see if there's anything. Oh, he was in an episode of Law and Order. I'm gonna have to find out which. Oh, that was like way before it became popular. Okay, so he was in like one of the earlier episodes. Yeah, Sandlot. Wait a minute. He played Abraham Lincoln. Oh no, that was just the narrator. I'm like, wait a minute. Abraham Lincoln. They should have gotten him for the Vampire Hunter movie if that was the case.
That would have been epic.
Oh, he was in a Tom Clancy movie, The Hunt for Red October. I never saw that, but it's got Sean Connery in it. Oh, those two actors in the same room. God, that one must have been something. Wait a minute. He was in a movie called Pinocchio and the Emperor of the Night, and he played the Emperor.
Oh, yeah.
Pinocchio, your nose will grow longer with every lie. And I can't imagine.
He was also in The Field of Dreams. I forgot about that for a second.
Oh, that's another baseball movie. Holy crap.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God. He did after-school specials on ABC. I've heard about those. Trying to see what. Wait a minute. He was okay. This was a narrator again. Every time I see, it was like it was a narrator for a Beauty and the Beast short cartoon.
Dude, because his voice was epic. Come on.
Of course it was.
That's
like, what people know him best for.
Hell, when Morgan Freeman dies, his voice will be known as one of the most epic voices.
I'll just know him for being the Penguin Man.
I've seen Shawshank Redemption. Come on, that's how I.
Yeah, I guess Shawshank Redemption is probably like the one thing. Oh, and if you're a fan of the Dark Knight movies, then you'll know him as like Dr. Fox.
And remember, he also fucking played God in Bruce Almighty.
Oh, I did not know he was in a Stanley Kubrick movie, Dr. Strangelove. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now I got to go back and watch that because I watched that in college. I did not realize he was in that. That's good to know. Yeah, so I mean, there was not much else he could have done with his career at 93 years old. So, got to give him credit for living longer than the life expectancy.
Yeah, he lived a wonderful life. So there you go.
Oh God, imagine if he was in like a remake of It's a Wonderful Life as the narrator. It's like, this is what happens when you're out of this world. Like everybody's life is miserable.
You were so close, Sylph.
No. Imagine him as the damn angel.
Come on.
Oh no, that's A Christmas Carol you're thinking of.
No, like that. No,
what the hell is this?
In A Wonderful Life, there was remember it's the fucking angel that took him back in.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's the character he would play in It's a Wonderful Life. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Imagine him in Christmas. Imagine him in Christmas Carol. It'd be awesome.
Oh God, it's the voice of Christmas Past.
Yeah.
Well, there were also others that passed away too this week.
Yeah, go ahead, Money.
One of them happens to be the Japanese voice actor who played Sailor Jupiter in Sailor Moon, named Emi Shinohara. She had.
We lost Mooney. The spirits of the dead are coming to haunt us now.
God damn it! Now just like Return of Kaho from Cardcaptor Sakura.
And
the spirits came back again.
And let's not forget that guy who played Master Splinter on.
Peter Renaday.
Yeah,
Oh.
that guy.
Sketchy saying Frankie Beverly also passed. I don't know who that is.
Ain't
You'll
that
have
the
to tell
writer?
us, Sketchy. Yeah, I don't, there's like so many. There was like so many. I was just hoping that there were some people that I
he's
like
a singer
really,
and
really know that
songwriter,
didn't.
actually.
Okay.
We need a fucking long list of all the people that die within the week so we could talk
Oh no,
about
they'll
them.
do that. They'll do that at the Oscars. Like
Usually
every
do,
single
yeah.
thing. Maze. Okay.
Yeah. The only reason I found out about Emi Shinohara was because of my friend in my group chat on Discord.
Aye. Joe's just having too much fun with like the new stuff on Steam he's discovered.
All right, sorry about that. I had to mute for a second.
Oh,
And then
okay.
get
That's
pizza
fine.
out of the oven.
John
John
Cassidy.
Cassidy. We got a comic book artist. Okay, we gotta respect those artists.
Yeah.
Especially when people are like, especially when people are not really reading as much comics as they do now in the past. And considering that I had a comic artist come into my formal work and give me like a badass drawing of Superman, I'm like, yes, please. I'll hang it up on my wall.
Support your local artists, children.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is an actual thing. I'm actually thinking of making some art myself. Like I'm taking a picture of a plate of pasta and then sketching it out and then painting it my style.
Let me see. The filmography.
Why didn't that not surprise me, Joe?
Well, I want to do it for my
Photography?
35th birthday, so.
Oh, he was in Mr. Renaday was also in the Aristocats as like the French milkman, Le Petit Café cook, and the truck mover voice.
Cool.
I was about to say, did he play the villain? Because I thought the villain was the
No.
butler.
No, he also played as the American delegate and from the Rescuers.
Oh, that was that era of Disney movies. Okay.
Yep, I'm
Before
just
the
looking through.
Renaissance.
I'm going through the list. One of Frollo's soldiers in The Hunchback of Notre Dame by voice. The narrator from Cats Don't Dance. One of the soldiers in Ants.
Oh, we don't talk about Ants, considering who stars in it.
I know. I didn't know. My bad. Leave me alone.
Wait, what?
Laura Farquaad's guards from Shrek.
Oh God, Farquaad's guards.
Crowd members, a voice in Madagascar.
So he moved to. He eventually worked in Disney and then moved to DreamWorks. Like, fuck these guys. I'm moving over to DreamWorks. They got it going on.
But they've also got like other shows that he was in too. Johnny Quest as Kane and Hi Lana.
Oh, so close.
On the auctioneer in the new Batman Adventures. The priest and Tan Zhang in Samurai Jack. Just to name a few.
Yeah, none of those shows I ever really watched. Unfortunately, by the time I was already in like high school, college, I'm like, shows? What are shows? And then Lost Guy came along. It's like, this is the only show you should ever watch. I'm like, no. Please.
And apparently he's been in different shows. He's been voicing as Abraham Lincoln.
Oh, another Abraham Lincoln thing. We should have like both him and James like doing vampire hunting.
What a weird fucking night. My dreams and Abraham Lincoln. Joe, what the hell did the fucking bird put in the punch?
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Funny thing, it was probably bourbon. I've been on a hankering for some bourbon lately. I don't know what to tell you.
Corn, get your ass back in the goddamn kitchen, or else I'm gonna fry chicken you tomorrow.
That's murder.
I don't give a fuck. You're
I'm
an
considered
animal.
the pet of this place.
No, you're not. Get
Or
in
the
there
mascot.
or you die.
No, yeah, I got to figure out a design for Corn so that he can join. Like, you could just be like the mascot of the thumbnail.
What I imagine, like, corn is a giant fucking chicken. That's all I can fucking, like,
Well,
rooster.
yes, but there's got to be more to it than just a giant fucking chicken.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I see him, like, all green.
Like,
Kind of makes...
like Cornel. Oh, you're talking about like the cornflakes mascot, Cornelius?
Yeah, we're gonna get sued out of oblivion by Kellogg's.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
for
pretty much.
but I see him, like, I see
Come
him,
on,
like...
please. Fucker. Why?
No!
See, I imagine him like green, but I imagine also him wearing overalls, but one of the overalls is off of him a bit, like a country pumpkin type.
So like Drumstick from Diddy Kong Racing.
Probably, yeah.
So we're just gonna combine those two together.
Yeah. But he also,
All right.
I put like Cornelius and Chicken Boo into the same category because they're all giant fucking chickens.
Ay.
I
Just get
know,
out.
Edie.
All right.
Damn, you were so close.
Which one do you want to go into next?
Nickel Avocado. This
Okay.
my fuck.
Oh, gosh.
This motherfucker, my fuck.
He's back.
Not
He's
Yeah,
wearing a
troll.
and a panda mask too to start his video. So let me pull up what I have here in my notes about it.
What
So-
the fuck was? What does that keep falling onto the screen like that, Sylph?
One of the rock Pokemon.
Is that
Graveler or
Golem?
Golem?
Okay, I'm pulling a Chris.
Looks like Golem to me.
I'm gonna pull.
So
a
what
Chris
is that?
Walker.
What does that even do?
It causes one of the slot things to change.
I'm gonna pull a Chris Crocker. Leave Geodude alone. Actually, Chris Crocker actually transitioned.
Oh,
That
Yeah.
I did not know.
Yeah.
Ah!
I forgot what their new.
Come on, please.
please.
Fuck.
No!
We here at the Psychedelic Laundromat do not support gambling of any kind.
Yeah, Chris Crocker actually transitioned. I forgot what their new name is.
Surprised I didn't catch my radar.
Mother!
Usually that usually does.
Yeah, look it up.
It's a Golem.
Because I was like looking up one day what the hell that person was up to because I haven't heard from them in like ages since like their popularity. But yeah, they transitioned.
Yeah, but Nikocado Avocado is still back in the game, you know, because he uploaded a video, but he revealed that he had been secretly losing weight over the past 2 years. He shed about 250 pounds by strategically posting old videos to disguise his transformation.
And
How
he
much
might
are
fuck
you
the whole
anyway?
internet, didn't he?
Well, I mean, he pissed off a lot of people. I know that. There's a video called his video's called 2 Steps Ahead, and he's slimmed down and he discussed his weight loss journey, which involved posting pre-recorded content and then shaving his head so that people wouldn't recognize him. He wanted to create a social experiment to critique the obsession with internet personalities.
See,
Go on.
See, a lot of people don't think that.
You did it!
A lot of people think he's.
Go, Sylph!
See, a lot of people think he's on Ozempic or he's had surgery done.
I mean, over a 2-year period.
That is
Well,
awesome.
trust me, Ozempic's good.
Well, not if you ask Drake. Kendrick Lamar kicked his ass in the rap battle over
I
it.
am stopping.
Let's remember.
Yeah, I
Drake's
think we need to stop the gambling because we don't endorse gambling here.
and and we all know that. Oh God.
Oh,
Yeah, we'll
God.
talk about that gaming with power in a second. But let me see. Yeah, because he uploaded the videos as a social experiment because he was obsessed with internet personalities. And then he returned back to his mukbang content and reflected on this new era that he's calling of content creation.
So, wait, so he went back to this shit that caused him to gain all that weight.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really learned nothing.
He was in this video eating a big fucking bowl of noodles with his fucking little bird right next to him, loving and petting on this bird. Yeah, the only way I could watch fucking Nick Avocado was through other YouTubers now because I can't stand him.
Yeah, the chicken, the bird is called Mr. Noodle.
I ironic eating noodles in front of a noodle. Okay.
Sometimes people just have that like unlikable voice.
No, that was him.
Oh, I feel like
Yeah,
this guy's
honestly,
neon
how many
green.
people made their careers off of his weight gain?
A lot of people.
Yeah, that's like
A lot.
the drama tube, as I call it.
Yeepers.
A lot.
Like they just constantly obsessing over him too. It's like, okay, when you focus on one thing and you try to make that your whole content. Does anyone have $800 for a PS5 Pro? I do, but I'm not getting a PS5.
There's like no games on there.
I have some money saved up, but I'm not interested in. I'm waiting for more of trying to get like a Nintendo like Switch 2
I
or
gotta
something.
share. Is it okay if I share a joke with you guys that?
Yeah.
It'll require going onto Amazon for a moment, but.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do it anyway.
I just want to see Orlin. What's Orlin?
That's Nick's husband.
Oh.
He had weight on him too.
Wait, I thought they got divorced.
Dude, they got back together. They got divorced.
Oh,
back
God.
together. Back divorced. It's that
there's
kind
one
of
of
shit.
those dramas.
Ay.
Boy, that doesn't it sound kind of toxic to y'all?
It is.
Sony has indeed have lost their minds. I mean, what was the last good thing that they actually made? Like, I'm not talking about them actually going to third-party companies. I mean, stuff that they actually made. Like, what was something that Sony made video game-wise that was good?
Well, there goes that joke.
The only thing I played on the PS5, and that's when my friend had it, was Mortal Kombat. That's pretty much what we played.
And that was never made by Sony. So they're just living off of other third. Yeah, they're repeating the mistakes of the PS3. Yeah, that's why I always kept saying to people when people were talking about like, oh, which was out of the three, which video game company is better? I've always said Nintendo, because at least they always have a stream of things that they make themselves that they can go to. I mean, do I need to bring up Kinect? I will bring up Kinect.
Oh God!
And it's a good thing that Nintendo always brings back their old games for their current consoles and all that stuff.
Yeah, and they know how to modernize it, which is always a good thing. But it's like with Sony, they haven't had any. And what was it? Either Sony or Microsoft that tried to create a Smash version of their consoles, and it didn't pan out as well because those characters are not very memorable.
Exactly.
You know what? For less than a PS5 Pro, you can get 29 packages of 250 mini ducks with sunglasses.
I felt you.
Oh, let's do it. Mini ducks.
I felt you.
Look at that. This much better use of your time and money.
Look at all
I miss Sega as a console too.
Look how cool they are. They're better than Cool Cat.
Anything's better than Cool Cat. Okay.
Oh my god!
The last Sega console I've got was actually the Dreamcast. That's the actual last one I had.
I jokingly one time actually tweeted at Cool Cat, and Derek actually replied in the Cool Cat thing. I'm like, oh my god, he actually did it.
If Switch 2 comes out and it's cheaper, I'll spring for that instead. Yeah, and even then, you miss Sega. Even then, Sega even made a better console because at least Sega had like their own games.
Yeah,
so everybody goes to those console wars. You talk about console wars now, it's like no, they're not console wars. It's not even a real console.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. The only game console I own is a PS3. The only two games I'm really interested in playing is like Alice Nightmare Returns and Lollipop Chainsaw.
That is true, Sketchy. Nintendo has a better work culture too. I mean, I've never heard stories about employees being treated horribly. And even if there are some instances, they're kind of like outliers, or it's just like it just didn't work out. Like it's nothing like America, where you always have like stories of a back room where all the male employees were like jerking off on this one woman, and then you have like, oh yeah, there used to be like rooms in some of these American video game companies where they would just have like a sex room and they would just put all the women in there, and they would just do nasty shit, like almost human traffic levels of shit.
I agree, Sketchy. The Dreamcast was a vibe. I mean, I only had like only just a couple of games on there that I liked. Hell, even the demo was pretty good. Like, for guilty pleasure, I would often play like the demo version of Dead or Alive 2 on it, and I was mainly into games like the Sonic Adventure games. Hell, even Sonic Shuffle. I know some people give that game shit because of it being like a ripoff of Mario Party, but I kind of liked it.
I mainly just play my games on the laptop, mostly.
Do I have to request to share screen again, or
No,
Huh?
it's right. It's already on here. I've heard about the Concord situation, and I was like, I knew that this wasn't gonna last. Oh my god. Yeah. People are like, I took it that people are like, oh, this is going to be the next big thing. I'm like, no, do you know who makes Concord? Give me a break. The Dreamcast not having a DVD drive is one of the reasons. Yes, that is true. I always felt like they could have actually got a one-up on the N64 by doing that, but they couldn't get it out in time. They were so close to. The Dreamcast was like their last-ditch effort to make a great console, and then it was like, the N64 just slaughtered it, and that was it.
Yeah.
You can tell this channel is like pro Nintendo all the way.
I mean, for what the Dreamcast wasn't that bad. Like, it had a lot of things that were
it wasn't bad, but it's just capitalism destroyed it. That's really what happened.
Yeah.
They couldn't there wasn't enough room for two major gaming companies to have consoles, and so Nintendo won out in the end. And also, Sega just completely fucked up the way their business practice was. It was Ready to Rumble, Soul Calibur, Capcom versus SNK, Power Stone, Sonic Adventure. Yeah, it had a lot of great stuff on there. But
I never actually played I never actually played the OG Soul Calibur, but the first one I actually did play was actually Soul Calibur 2 on the GameCube.
Oh, Sony's saying they don't have enough IPs to bring back? Well, of course.
I mean, aren't they like rushing shit?
Well, yes, because they're trying to get to the holidays, and they're trying to make sure that all their games are coming out. Because remember, in their minds, it's quantity over quality. So it's not like Nintendo, where they actually take their time with Zelda and Mario. Pokemon Company, on the other hand, rush a lot of things.
Agreed that you could surf the net with the Dreamcast too. I mean, there was like extra features, like the holiday stuff for
a shiny.
Shiny.
It's not ours though.
Damn it, bro.
Cowboy shit.
I
didn't realize you could surf the internet with Dreamcast. Oh, hey, it's Fedora Man.
And especially
Dreamcast also had
it's a female. It's a female too. Ah, damn it!
What I love about Nintendo,
that was a Soul Calibur too.
They do care about what their fans want.
Yeah. Now, if they had more control over Pokemon, I think it would be a lot better. But Pokemon,
do you have do you have a Great Ball or something, Sylph? You could, once it gets weaker, you can catch.
No, it also depends on the health of your Eevee, and Murkos are very hard to catch. They have like a 30% catch rate, even at low health.
Damn it. But
remember when Sony said if you can't afford a PS3, get a second job? Oh my god, they said that? They actually went that far?
Wow, what assholes.
Holy shit. Sony's like, oh yeah, if you can't afford it, just get another job on top of the shitty one you already have that doesn't pay you, that can't even afford you to get a house.
Try a Great Ball, Sylph.
I'll try that next.
Yeah, you're not gonna have.
Remember that from last time?
You want to know how I got my PS3? I bought it secondhand off somebody.
Mine was actually a Christmas gift. Mine was actually a Christmas gift. Though, and funny enough, that the latest game I actually bought was actually the OG of the first.
Mother bitch.
Oh, mother bitch indeed. I mean, it's a female recruit.
You might want to run.
Or have a load state.
Get in the ball. Get in the ball.
Stay in the ball.
Yeah!
And then it just comes out again. Anyway.
Bitchin'.
Hello,
darkness, my old friend. Anyway, yeah, and then Microsoft, their whole thing is like, oh, guys, we got Rare. Now Rare's going to do all the great things that they did for N64, and then it never happened. Nuts and Bolts came out. Everybody shitted on it. Donkey Kong found a new home with Retro Games, who made the Metroid Prime games, and they made 2 Donkey Kong games out of it, and I won a 3rd one, damn it. We haven't had a Donkey Kong game in 10 years.
Is anybody else having trouble signing into their account on the PS3 like I am?
I don't have a PS3, so I don't know.
I haven't used it in a while.
The console.
But the only time I do play is actually for music, or if I felt like it, play my Bayonetta game.
Because I'm having trouble signing into my fucking account on the PS3.
This motherfucker has a shiny.
Oh god, it's a shiny Ekans. It's a shiny Ekans that looks like a lasso rope. Okay, I know where we're going with this.
That's bitch, man.
Okay, well, I think it's time to talk about the other topic that happened specifically last night. This is like 24 hours removed. So, oh my god, I couldn't watch.
Okay, who's Pestilence? Is it shiny? Yep.
Oh, it's just the shiny pony.
So you're
gonna ain't big enough for the 2 of us.
So you're gonna have to tell me what the hell's going on in all this political shit from now on, Joe, because I don't pay attention.
Oh yeah, no, trust me. I keep tabs on a bunch of shit. Oh,
we're good. We're still good.
You have fainted.
The friendship is down. Anyway, so we have. See, that's what I mean. So there was a debate that happened last night, and wow, a ponytail that knows how to sing. Interesting.
Must learn it from.
Yeah, companies wonder why people are paying more retro than modern games. Hey, I mean, Nintendo realized that right away. That's why they got their streaming service full of games, which I love. Anyway, so a debate happened last night around this time. I did not watch it. I had to wait because it was like at 9 o'clock at night. And I was like, why do they run these things so late? Can't they do these things at like 6 p.m. when everybody's eating dinner? But I guess they wanted to get everybody in at like the 11 o'clock hour because I don't know what it is with like news, but they always have to have news on at 11. Like and then 4:30 in the morning. I'm like, who's getting up that early or who's staying up that late? That's gonna end up doing like all this shit. It's like, oh yay, the 4:30 news.
They want the old people to watch.
Of course. Hey, you know what a news director once told me? He's like, listen, the reason why we're doing these 4:30 shows is that we could scare the fuck out of the elderly. So what we have to. And no, he went into like specific. He's like, okay, so all the breaking news stories that we're gonna do are like how much black people commit crimes in the area. He's like, what the fuck? And that news director ended up getting fired a couple of weeks later. So,
I'll get fucked.
Yeah, so I mean, he revealed his entire plan to us, and we're like, really?
We see what you're doing.
Yes, we're gonna get to this, Sketchity. So yes, the debate, let me just say this. Orange Man completely flopped. That's why I added it in the title. Completely flopped. For specific reason that he kept getting baited by Kamala Harris on the debate stage. She would give him a layup, like to saying the most outlandish things possible. And he took the bait. And a lot of times he would be like, I didn't take the bait. I gobbled the entire fishing rod.
Yeah, right, you Oompa Loompa.
Like, there were times I looked at the TV and it, like, he had this weird scrunched up face, like the I just shit my pants.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and he dyed his hair for the debate. I don't know if you caught this.
What?
He dyed his hair. He dyed his hair for the debate so that he actually looked younger. And it actually just made him look worse. because it's just like he was like trying to dye it more brown than usual because he's usually got like that yellowish hair, but it was like more brown. Maybe it was the actual cameras and their light and the color correction on the camera.
Probably.
Yeah, it just looked completely. He tried to make himself look younger. It's like I got to appeal to the youngins.
Trump, you're not young. This is not the 80s. You can't do this to us.
It's like a worse version of How Do You Do, Fellow Kids. Except way less likable.
What next? You gonna put a fucking hat on him, ass backwards, glasses, and make him walk around all stupid like, yo, I'm cool.
I mean, he's trying to do that and it's not working. But the biggest thing that came out of it. Oh wait, hold on. It's like, Trump, when will you learn that your actions have consequences? Never. You have to understand something about fascists.
Why?
You have to understand something about
bring up that meme of why bring up that classic Sonic, Sammy classic Sonic fan meme, man?
No. This is what I think. How many times do we have to teach you this lesson, old man?
But this is the thing about fascists. They don't think.
And
like,
narcissists.
You think of Hitler. You think Hitler was like the biggest fool on the planet. The only reason why he was successful was because he convinced a bunch of other racist fools that he was God. And then when he realized that, let's take our soldiers into winter during a war with Russia, he was like, this will do better for our companies. And then nope. Nothing
Napoleon
happened.
Who?
Yeah, like what? You mean they're actually wait, you mean to actually think that Stalin is actually going to kick our ass in this war? There's that infamous movie called The Downfall where it's that scene where Hitler's in like his bunker and he's like, he realizes he's about to die and about to lose the war and he's like having a rant. People have taken that movie scene and they've actually memed it to like actual inoculate things. Like that's how much of a fool he was. And Trump was along the same lines, like did not realize that there's a lot of stuff, the things that he says, like he's doing it. The one thing that he does know is like, if I say these things, it will get me attention, but not for the right reasons. He's hoping to, here's his problem. He's trying so hard to gather so much attention that it's going to make people think that he's competent enough to sit in the Oval Office again. And the thing that happened is that Kamala Harris at one point brought up his rallies, which is the one thing about his rallies is that he uses those as narcissistic presentations where it's all about him. People go that it's like his rallies are like him doing a live podcasting stream. That's it. It's just on television a lot of times. So he goes to these rallies. They have like they have hundreds of people there, and it's like, welcome to the Trump podcast. Let me talk about what's going on in my life and all of the other opponents of mine. And that's what it just feels like. It just feels like an entire podcast with crowds of people cheering him after every sentence. But she brought up the rallies, and she was like, I beg people to go to a Trump rally. You are going to be amazed at what goes on there. And I got the quote here. It's like because it's an interesting thing to watch. You will see during the course of these rallies, he talks about fictional characters like Hannibal Lecter. He will talk about windmills causing cancer. And what you will notice is that people start leaving his rallies out of exhaustion and boredom. At that moment during the debate, his eyes perked up like, what, she talked about my rallies and the fact that people leave my rallies. And by the way, this debate, and this was so foolish, I cannot believe he wanted this. He was like, I will only do this debate, but only if the microphones are cut off when one of us is talking. I'm like, you do not realize what you have just done. And of course, Harris just allowed it to happen because it's like, if he says something really foolish, we'll just let him ramble on because this is just going to make great content for people. So, yeah, Gaming with Power was like, I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct. So She brings up the rallies. He responds, was like, I got to respond to the whole rallies thing. It was like, she said that people start leaving my rallies. Nobody goes to your rallies, Harris. There's no reason to go to your rallies. And then she just brings in people on buses and pays them to go to her rallies. I'm like, that is such an obvious tell right there. You went out of your way to go that far to say like, oh, she pays people to actually go to her rallies.
Sounds
kind of a tell on you.
Sounds like a 5-year-old reflecting.
Yeah, it's like we have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. In the history of politics, nobody has bigger rallies than me. Dude, you're not like he can't even listen. He can't even afford to go to indoor arenas anymore, like because he's still paying money from the 2020 election. He still hasn't paid these arenas for actually going and performing there. So he's barely has any money to actually do it except outside rallies. You remember the last time he had an outside rally, he almost got hit. He got like shrapnel in his ear.
Too bad he didn't go for his brain.
You bitch!
Shiny Togepi, which you can't capture.
Damn it!
Mother frick! I want that shiny egg.
Oh, damn.
Wait, is this different from how it looks in the current gens?
I
don't know.
think.
I mean, it
Aren't
definitely
shinies
doesn't
usually
change
different
the
color
shiny
anyway?
color.
I thought Sylph was like going as soon as I said that comment.
So,
No,
Self
I
has
want shiny.
Yeah, Self loves shinies.
I'm just over here on Tumblr while we're talking.
Oh god, now it makes me think of Jimmy Neutron saying, "I like shiny."
Love balls? What? Love balls?
Oh no. Anyway, moving on from that.
Okay, he's married. It's okay, guys. He's married.
That doesn't make it any better.
So was my boyfriend, but that doesn't stop him from sleeping with me. What did I say that about?
Anyway, moving on from the love balls. So after he goes on to this like whole tangent about his rallies, he's like, we got to bring our country back. All these immigrants are coming in here. They allow millions and millions of people to come into our country. And look what's happening to all the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. Not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs. The people that came in, they're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there.
What?
All just racist lies, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the only quote-unquote proof that that has been shown was actually some guy picking up roadkill, because you shouldn't leave dead animals on the side of the road.
And
right.
You know what? Mostly, and you know where he got that from? A bunch of neo-Nazis were posting that shit.
Figure.
And it wasn't even a major story. It was just something that he read, and it was and he brought this to light. And now you know what the Haitians are. You know what the Haitians are doing? They're memeing the fuck out of this. They're taking the reins of this, and they're like, and they're the ones that are actually leading the cause on that. And I was talking to one of my coworkers about this, who's also Haitian, and she was like, "Oh, I completely just like started memeing immediately afterwards." And I just like completely was making fun of him and everything. And just looking at Kamala Harris's face throughout that entire thing, she was just like, she was laughing. She was looking in shock, like, keep talking. Keep going, motherfucker. Just keep talking. You were just burying yourself.
Keep digging.
Yeah, just keep digging. You're burying yourself a huge hole. Just keep talking. I'm so glad that my mic is cut off so I could just listen to you talk. This is why I said it was a mistake for him to cut the mics off or to not have the mics on while the other person's talking, because you're just allowing them to just say anything that comes out of your mouth.
Hey,
and then JD Vance retweeting it. Fucking Couchman is retweeting this shit. And they want to try to beat the weird allegations. They're not beating this. This is going to run on the news for like the next 2 weeks.
Wasn't her face considered a meme at some point?
Yes, her shocked face was like, huh? It's like, just looking at that. It's like,
and then a smile of hers later on?
Yes, of course, because she was laughing. It's like just a laugh at the absurdity of it.
Gaming with Power asks us a question.
Yeah, let's see. Speaking of Pokemon, everyone get into Digimon? Oh, I was major into Digimon. Major into Digimon when I was growing up.
I never really got into it.
Never.
I had the Digimon World. I had Digimon's World 2 and 3 on the PlayStation. I had Digimon Rumble Arena on the PlayStation. I had Rumble Arena 2 on the GameCube. I had World 4 on the GameCube. I watched the first 3 seasons of Digimon. And I did, after the 4th one, I just realized that this was bad. I did watch the movies when they came out in 2015, especially with the original cast. So I was really major into Digimon back when I was growing up, and it formed my childhood a lot. I used to have a lot of the Digimon action figures, and my friends and I used to make these short films about like Digimons interacting with each other, and like one of them was like an army full of castle. They were in a castle and they were an army. And they were about to take down the evil Bionicles, because I had Bionicles at the time. The Bionicles were the ones that were going to destroy the Digimon. And we were like, oh, Digimon versus Bionicle battle, and we're filming everything. And of course, I try to tell my friends, like, hey, remember when they did this? She's like, shut up, Joey. Nobody needs to know about this. I'm like, no, that was fun. It's like, no, it was an embarrassing moment of my childhood. Like, embarrassing? What are you talking about? It's like, this will not get me chicks. I'm like, what are you talking about, dude?
And here we are talking about it.
And I'm here with 2 women talking
probably the
about
guy
it.
is thinking about it later on and is cringing at the sight.
Yes, there are 2 women in this stream, and they're hearing me talk about this. At no point did they say, hey, you know what, let's get off the stream, because this guy's talking about, like, crappy Digimon and Bionicle shit. Can you believe this nerd?
Look.
Well, hi, Jolteon.
It's Eevee.
Eevee!
Oh, it looks like a Jolteon. The Takato Joe Rika season, I liked the Digimon. Which one was that again? Was that season 5? I can't remember.
Oh gosh, let me out.
Joey,
no. I'm sorry. That was season 3. My bad. It took me a while. It's like, Takato man, are you hungry?
Silp's in jail. Feels like Silp's in jail.
I mean, it's the cave that.
The jail that is Mount Moon.
You just run into so many different Pokemon in there. Like, they're just Geodudes everywhere. The last one was Takato. Okay, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, so after the debate was over, just watching Fox News at the end, and just their reactions from it, they were so panicked. They were so scared after the debate was over, because they're trying to come up with every excuse in the book. And one of the anchors was actually drunk on air. Like, you could tell he had way too many drinks. And he's like, you know what? You know who's really the loser of this debate? ABC, for broadcasting this debate. You want to know why they lost? Because they didn't give Trump enough time to respond. They gave Kamala Harris so much time. They treated her so easily. And they're like, no, they actually asked her the harder of the questions. Like, they actually treated her a lot harder with the criticism than Trump. Like, that was almost like a layup. Digimon: The Last Evolution movie is the most depressing ending. I did not see that, so I assume that it's really bad. Yeah, that's the one with Renamon. Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of with 3. And then as they're having this conversation in the debate spin room, which is like, it's like the area where like all the reporters are at, because they didn't allow anybody in the audience at the time. And Trump all of a sudden just gets in the middle of the debate spin room and says, guys, I know that the debate was really bad for me, but I just have to say more things. I have to say more things. And everyone's just looking at him going, okay, I guess we got to ask him questions now. And listen, the only reason that you make a move like that is when you know you lost and you're trying desperately to try to convince people that the loss wasn't as bad as you thought.
What the fuck?
Somebody shut that old man's microphone off before he embarrassed himself.
It wasn't even a microphone. He was yelling in the room. He was just like, guys, it's me. You remember me, right? I used to be president. He's getting desperate. There's like the desperation is just like oozing out of everybody. And they're just sitting there going, you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of when Furio Tigre was like, oh yeah, that bottle doesn't have the poison in it. It's the one with the brown bottle that has the poison. And Goto's just like, you fucking fool. You fucking
You dumb
asshole.
motherfucker.
You mother. Did you not realize what you just said? You fucking dick. It was that moment where everyone just looks at him and just like, we have to keep supporting you. We don't want to, but we have to. I don't know why we keep doing this to ourselves, but
I can see the campaign manager pulling his hair out now.
Not only that, he was planning on firing the guy for apparently no reason.
Oh, God.
Didn't one of them do, like, you know, the 45-degree angle salute? You know, the one that we can't say the word on YouTube?
Yeah, of course. And they'll probably say, like, oh, it wasn't real. It was the way that the camera angle was and all that stuff.
Oh, no, there were two different camera angles. One of them showed it both showed it clearly, but them argue with delusions.
And now there already was like Fox is like, hey, we want to do a second debate. We invited both campaigns to join us. And I'm like, oh, if Trump goes for a second debate, you know what that's going to be? It's just going to be another, even in his own backyard, it's going to be another bloodbath, because I wouldn't be surprised if there's another debate after this.
Dude, I'm just be glad election season's over with.
No, you know what's gonna be funny? If the election happens and it's just like, and he loses a lot worse than we realize.
Oh, God.
Like, I'm just gonna be, there's gonna be so many people that are just gonna be laughing over this. Anyway.
Didn't that look like an item over there still that you missed?
It was, but I didn't want to get it.
Oh, Bionica brings you back, huh? Oh, man. I had... Actually, so here's what I had. I had all the original Bionicles, and then what I did was I bought, like, a... No, I actually didn't do this. I was planning on it. Never mind. But I was planning on... what was it? I was planning on taking, because if you had 3 Bionicles, you can make them into one big one. So I was thinking of doing that and just having it like a collection of them, but never got around to it. Jason Miller, the Unite the Right rally, is part of his campaign staff. Yeah, of course. I know that. And yeah, and they also, and you know, they talked about Project 2025 and all that, and it's like, oh, it didn't specifically say all these things. Like they're trying to get people on the technicalities. Like, well, he didn't really say that, or it doesn't really say this in there. I'm like, no, we can read between the lines, motherfucker. Like, we know what's in it. Like, and now, what was it? The Young Turks, who at one time used to be like the most reliable news source online, they now got bought out by somebody, and they're now doing talking points. They're now doing talking points of the people that paid them. Jeez. Oh, speaking of which, you know who actually is getting federally sued by the government? Beanie Boy. Beanie Boy's getting sued by the federal government. You want to know why? Because there was reporting that he actually took money from a Russian group that was like trying to spread disinformation about Ukraine. So they paid him about $100,000 per month to spread disinformation about like Ukraine and like pro-Russia stuff. And so now he's actually now getting sued by the federal government now.
Oh, God.
So the man that no, I'm not disturbed by that, Special Flake. I can't imagine what that's going to happen like that, you know? Oh, you're hoping for 365. Anything that's like any electoral votes that are over 300 would be considered a landslide. Actually, no, I take that back. It's 325, I believe. I think it's 325. But yeah, that I found that hilarious because there were other people that were named in that lawsuit. But I just found it funny that Beanie Boy, who got so upset that he got outflanked in a debate by a woman, that he was like, okay, you know what I did after this debate? I offered her a tour, some sushi, and poker with the boys, and she turned it down. I'm like, huh, I wonder why she did, Beanie Boy. Like, this man is so desperate to get a girlfriend, and he's like, look at my skate park. I bought a skate park. I have a mansion. How come there's no women interested in me? And it's like, Probably because probably because of just like how you talk on your YouTube channel, dude. That's probably the main reason. Oh, and what my coworker actually brought up the fact that with the debate, it's like, you know what this debate reminded me of? It reminded me of when I broke up with my ex, and then one time my ex and I happened to be in the same party, and then in front of everybody, I just told him all the reasons why I broke up with him.
Oh God.
And literally and she told me, and she went through every single thing that she said to him, and I'm like, damn, you fucking destroyed him in front of your friends. Like, and it wasn't just her friends; they were mutual friends of like both of them, and he's just in the mid. It's like that thing in the movies where the guy's just standing in the middle of the room and everyone's just staring at him like, I don't know how to respond to this, and she just walks off with her new husband, who's like a way better guy than the ex was, and he's just like, that's kind of like what the debate was in her mind.
Beautiful.
Which we need more of those moments anyway. Especially since that whole man versus bear thing came up. At the time.
Oh God.
That guy actually got brought up again because I think a woman on TikTok was saying something along those lines, and there were men in the chat like, man versus bear makes me feel bad about myself. I'm like, dude, get a hold of your fucking life, dude. Holy shit, you're just making yourself look like a fool in front of people in the comments section. Sketchy is like, that means Tom getting Pennsylvania, Georgia, Florida, and flipping Ohio. Oh God. Especially since the whole cats and dogs thing took place in Springfield, Ohio. If it just flips to Ohio with blue, it's like, oh, they won't let him get away with it. That would be like the biggest embarrassment ever. I don't think she's going to get Florida, though. I mean, I live in Florida, and I see a whole bunch of Trump signs everywhere. Like, down here, they treat him like he's their god. YouTubers get raked over the coals for bogus skinny teas and Bitcoin scams, and this sentient pickled egg was selling out the U.S. Yes, pretty much, and all because they offered him $100,000 a month. We're not talking about a year, a month. So this guy was already making about $12 million a year just putting out this disinformation. And by the way, he's considering himself a victim in all this. I'm a victim for taking $12 million of some people's money. I didn't know what I was peddling out there. I didn't know the information that was disinformation.
You were just in it for the money, big guy. So,
did you not bother to ask any questions? Did you not bother to ask the people that were offering this? What type of information do you want me to say? And is any of this reliable information? They specifically targeted Beanie Boy to do this shit. They thought that he would be the one guy that would get this information out there. Who's Ricky Berwick, Gaming with Power? I don't know who that is.
Let me look.
Oh, if she gets NC, it's over. We can go to bed at 11. Oh, there you go, Circus. You got a bedtime if she went. No, I will say, not just NC, but Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is going to be the biggest state. If she went back in the Rust Belt. Yeah, I'll just say, Circus, you can go to bed.
It says he's an actor
Circus,
and a comedian.
Circus, you don't have to actually be at the stream. You can just say, fuck you, I'm going to bed.
Nah, I fucking vowed to be there like I was last time. Let's do it.
He knew he was scamming since Occupy Wall Street. Yeah, because back when he used to work at Vice, he used to say oh, this is the easiest job in the world. I don't have to do any work. That should have told you right there. And also, he doesn't know how to take care of a cat. An employee of his asked him to look over his cat, and the cat ended up getting sick.
Oof.
Either that or I think the cat got hurt. I can't remember. Either way, it was bad. It was almost on the level of animal abuse.
Oh.
So I was like, you don't know how to take care of cats. You automatically, that's a deal breaker right there. If you don't know how to take care of a cat, that's it. And dogs are it ranks cats number 1, dogs number 2, and then pigs number 3.
Oh, thank fuck I'm
Yeah,
out of there.
let's remember, a lot of fucking people in this chat have fucking cats. We will murder you over cats.
Yeah. And Joey here, and especially Joey here, who wanted a pig.
Yep, but he has a dog.
Yeah, I have a dog, and I can't have a cat because I would die from the allergies. Even though I don't know what it is about cats, but every time I am in a room,
it's usually
with a cat,
the dander that gets people.
That maybe that's it too. Maybe that's what kills me and that gives me so many allergies. But I mean, I will say when I'm around cats, like the cats just love like just coming up to me and like wanting pets, and I'm like, I can't pet you. The thing.
We
can probably cats like to gravitate towards quiet, calm people.
Yep.
Oh, I mean that's what I am.
And there's like a theory that someone had that if he ignored a cat, they'd want to go near him more. So he went to a cat cafe, and there's a cat that that gravitated towards him, and at one point, like let him hold the cat let him hold him.
Aww.
Huh?
This is probably why Chester hates my visitors. And I'm over here.
They all want to be around him.
Yeah, I'm wanting to pet him. I'm over here like sitting calm, cool, collected, and he's just climbing up on me wanting pets.
But even mine, when I'm trying to sleep, he waits until like I'm really quiet and he thinks I'm not awake, and then he just settles at my feet.
My thing is playtime at 1 o'clock in the morning for some reason.
Well,
oh my god! Wait! Hold on a second. Read this line.
I'm asking you politely, yet firmly, to leave.
Isn't that from King of the Hill?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Some other
he called himself the Char King.
This music kind of reminded me of the Waltons theme song.
So some other things that were kind of minor, but not really anything to bring up, really. So let's see. I know, Circus, you're a Linkin Park fan, right?
I don't know too much, but I like the music.
New head singer is a piece of shit.
Yeah, there's a new lead singer, yeah.
So I wasn't sure if you were a huge fan. So I'm like, oh, hey, we'll bring up Linkin Park for Circus, but
I actually love the song. I actually love their new song.
If it gets featured on a Transformers movie, I'm like, no.
I mean, it's kind of weird not having Chester on there anymore, but this is the new Linkin Park, they keep saying.
The new and improved Linkin Park, the Linkin Park 2.0.
It sounds like Linkin Park, but it's not Linkin Park. The old sounding Linkin Park.
So they have the name. So they have the rights to the name. It's just not the same people.
It's the same people. They just like the drummer ain't coming back, but so they replaced the drummer and the lead singer. That's pretty it. Is the rest of them is the same.
Okay.
Because the drummer wanted to take a back away for a while.
Understandable. I would too if the only thing that I'm doing is making Transformers music and being known for that. Other things that happened, the iPhone 16 was announced by Apple.
Anything
so now you're gonna hear
adding?
Transformers 1 looks terrible. I have seen the ratings of it already, and apparently it's not good. Big surprise.
I mean,
I saw the last.
how they were with Rotten Tomatoes.
I saw the last one where it takes place in the 90s, and I'm like, okay, well, this is a lot better than what we got with like Shia LaBeouf and Michael Bay stuff.
Levi forced me to watch a fucking Transformer movie, so did Chris. So I have terrible taste in men who like Transformer movies.
Or just any man in general that likes it.
From now on, you go on a date, you ask, hey, what do you think of the Transformers movie? Anything positive should be a red flag.
I know. One hit me and the other cheated on me. Okay.
Okay. So, what are you doing? So Transformers is on that list. What else are we adding to that list? What other franchises?
Oh yeah, if you're a Call of Duty fan, that's
okay. So Call of Duty. So wait, is Transformers number 1, Call of Duty number 2?
Call of Duty is number one because if you're sitting
Okay.
like 6 hours playing Call of Duty and never get off, that's a big no-no in my book.
Especially for like when I lived, people were like, "Oh, I fucked your mom."
Yeah,
Oh God.
because
All right,
Hey,
well, have a good night, Sketchity. Enjoy
Good
work
night.
have a good
tomorrow.
night.
Chris-
Let's see. I got a bit of a
Chris,
story about that. With a second ex-boyfriend of mine, we went to a midnight release, and it turned out to be Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, I think.
mhm.
I actually went to our local GameStop, which is like very much close to our Walmart here. I
Thoughts
thought
on
I
James?
actually
Oh, sorry.
it was my first time ever checking out a midnight release. It wasn't too bad.
What I
Kind of
have,
vibed with some of the other gamers and all.
the only
And,
problem I had is the gamer word. Every time he gets pissed off, I always hear FAG a lot.
bruh.
Oh yeah, you run into those types
And I'm
every
sitting
single time.
over here, Chris. I am pants. What the hell?
Oh,
Thought-
you're just like an egg, just like floating onto the sea of testosterone.
And then he would throw a little fucking little boy math fit because he couldn't say FAG anymore.
Let me guess, slam the controller down.
Yeah,
Property damage.
like a
thoughts
30-year-old man.
That's a property damage, I could say.
Thoughts on James Gunn's Superman movie? I have not seen. I mean, I like the fact that Superman's getting remade again, but
There's so many Superman movies out there. I can't even keep up anymore.
and considering
Who's
it's
cast
James,
as the main
Um,
character?
all right, hold on, let me take a look. I don't know much about it. All I know is it's James Gunn who did the Guardians movies, so maybe if he's like involved in DC, it won't be as bad. Okay, let me see. Wikipedia, Superman. We got James Gunn, David Cornsweet.
Oh, what a bad last name.
I don't even know
I'm
if
gonna
that's
look
how
this
you
up.
say it.
What the hell is that last name?
Corn sweat?
Cornsweat.
Cornsweet. David Cornsweet.
Now Johnny's just like pulling one of us now.
Yeah, apparently he was in the House of Cards show. Yeah, I don't know any of these. I don't
You know
these
it's
other things
bad
he's
when
been
you
in.
figure out if they can figure out how to make like an ear of corn sweat.
Oh no, corn sweat's a real thing.
Yeah, but who the fuck chose that to be their last name?
Yeah,
I'm
so
being
it's got.
a smart ass. Don't believe me.
Hi, little
Okay,
guy.
core in sweat. So which almost sounds like corn sweat.
Yeah, Cornsweet. Yeah, David Cornsweet. David Cornsweet stars as Superman.
Look at my corn. It's sweating.
Let's see. Rachel Brosnahan is Lois Lane.
Snowhan.
Okay, we got Hawk Girl in this movie.
Hi, Chester. Don't
Mr.
rub
got
your face on it.
Green Lantern's in this movie. Metamorpho's in this movie. I don't know any of these other characters. Oh, Lex Luthor is in this. He's played by Nicholas Hoult.
Keep chipping that.
I want to know more about this corn sweat dude.
Okay, let's look. Okay. Thank you, Gaming with Power. We're now going to find out what David Cornsweet is. He's an American actor. After graduating from Juilliard in 2016, he began guest starring in television series, including House of Cards in 2018. He then played lead roles in the Netflix series The Politician in Hollywood. He starred in the films Look Both Ways and Pearl and We Own This City.
Pearl, the movie?
Yes.
I've seen that movie, but I don't remember I don't know.
Okay, let me see. Let me see what character that Cornsweet played. He played the projectionist.
Oh, corn sweat.
Okay, so let's see.
I'm sorry. I can't fucking not make fun of that last name anymore.
So Cornsweet was born and raised in Philly. His father, John Cornsweet, was from a prominent Ashkenazi Jewish family in New Orleans, and worked as a stage actor in New York City for many years before becoming Phoenix Wright. His maternal grandfather is the American author and creator of the Choose Your Own Adventure book series, Edward Packard. Hornswet graduated from the Shipley School and earned a Bachelor of Fine Arts in Drama in 2016 from the Juilliard School in New York City. He applied and was accepted while a freshman at the University of Pennsylvania. Oh my God, he was in Macbeth. Okay, because that's an automatic win if he was in Shakespeare.
Nice.
Okay, that's just like all of his movie roles. He's gonna play Superman already. Yeah, I know that. Personal life. Hornswet and his wife, Julia Best Warner, were married at Immaculate Conception Church in New Orleans. It was an interfaith wedding ceremony that included both her Catholic customs and his Jewish customs. Oh, so this is exactly like my cousin's wedding. My cousin had a wedding where he was Catholic and his wife was Jewish, and they had a. I told you this story about that wedding, right? About how.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. So I believe I have, but
you tell so many damn stories, I can't keep up. You need to write a fucking memoir at this point.
All right, hold on. I'll read Gaming with Powers thing, and I'll read the story. So supposedly the plot revolves around a younger Superman who exists in a world where heroes already exist and look at Superman as an outsider and think his views as a hero is outdated. That's pretty badass, actually. I would go see that because, yeah, Superman is pretty outdated as a superhero concept. So that's actually pretty funny that they reversed the roles.
Outsider looking in cliche.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
It's kind of overplayed. I mean,
come here, little guy.
But it works for Superman because everyone thinks that Superman is like the strongest hero, and everyone's just like, dude, you're not that great.
Hi, little guy.
So anyway, So what Hornswet, when he got married, he's Jewish and his wife's Catholic, so they had like an interfaith ceremony where they share both of their faiths at the same time. My cousin did the same thing. He's Catholic and she was Jewish, so we did an outdoor wedding at this hotel in the middle of the summer. Well, not in the middle of the summer. It was like August, September, around this time, and then so I'm in a suit. And I am sweating as hell because it's like 80 degrees outside in like Miami. And so they do this on like the penthouse floor. So it's like almost like in the middle of the hotel. And they said, don't bring kids. So my sister and my brother-in-law didn't bring their kids. Meanwhile, the bridesmaids are all coming out with their kids. And I was like, oh, we had to make exceptions for the people in the wedding party. And my sister's like, you motherfuckers.
Oh, God.
And
just because Deborah didn't want to leave her crotch goblin at home doesn't mean she should be special.
Pretty much.
And by the way, my cousin's ex had to watch all the kids in the hotel room. So anyway, we're outside. The microphone system doesn't work. The audio is so bad you could barely hear the rabbi. So the rabbi's trying to talk. And we're like, we don't know what's going on. We're like, what's he saying? Meanwhile, my second cousin, because my cousin was in the wedding party, but my second cousin was like 3 years old. He's like, Daddy, it's hot. Dad. And my cousin's like, okay, go over there. We're in the middle of a wedding. Dad, I want to take my suit off. It's hot. Dad.
Oh, God. Damn.
And he's like, okay. And my cousin's like, okay, just stand here with me. I was like, can I take the tie off? It's choking me. And he's like, no, you got to keep the tie on. Dad. Meanwhile, a few floors up, remember, this is all outside. A few floors up, a naked man comes out of his hotel room onto the balcony.
Is this total bullshit? Is this?
A naked man comes out of his hotel room on his balcony, and then his naked mistress, wife, I don't know who it is, but she's naked, and they're just celebrating the fact that they just had sex in their room. And you can hear, you can hear her talking about how that was amazing. That was everything I've ever wanted. Your dick is so big and everything. And meanwhile, we're hearing this as this wedding's going on. But they were louder than the rabbi, and the rabbi is actually like closer to us. So we can't hear that, but we can hear from 3 floors up the amazing sex that this couple just had. And they're going into detail about everything that they just did and stuff that they want to do more.
Yikes. And no one went to go, hey, shut the fuck up there.
No, nobody thought to do that.
Hey, someone getting married down here. Shut the fuck up. Those poor kids probably heard it too.
Laying
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, they did.
Lady.
Everybody did. Everybody sitting down did. We all saw it.
Dad, what the hell is sex?
Alright, I have to say this, but okay, see this kid right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Back in the old games, I used to think that he had like the body of a spider.
Spider boy.
I don't know why, but I like that one weird looking toy from Toy Story that was just the head.
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Oh yeah, one of
why I
Sid's
thought
toys.
But I think it had to do with the low res on the Game Boy.
Okay, so meanwhile, there's more to the story. So meanwhile, after they do the whole ceremony and they just kiss and everything, we get to the cocktail hour, and all the alcohol's free, so everybody's getting wasted. Like there's so much liquor there. There was so much whiskey. There's so much wine, and the wedding reception. I want you to picture this room. It's completely blue. Everything's just blue. The lighting's blue. The walls are blue. The floor is blue. Like everything is just blue. Pretty much. It was exactly like that. Everything was so blue that when we got to sit down, and the DJ was like if Ben Stein was your DJ for the night. Just the monotone, didn't play any great music. My dad said, oh my God, that's a big ass Dodrio. Get out.
I know, I'm trying to get out.
Your poor Evie, it's gonna be losing friendship points.
Oh.
Oh, I am fucked.
Just keep going. There you go. Anyway, so my dad was like, I could be DJ better than this guy. Because my dad used to be a DJ for weddings back when he was younger. It's like they played the most boring music. It's not like anything everybody ever knew. So nobody was on the dance floor. And the food, oh my God. So they told us beforehand what we wanted, like chicken, steak, or fish, which I hate those menus anyway. It's like, don't give me that option. Just allow me to eat whatever I want. Like I went to a wedding that was so untasty that I ended up getting McDonald's because I was so bad. And I had to go eat at Buffalo Wild Wings afterwards because I was just like, this whole menu just sucked at this wedding. But so it got to the part where like the maiden of honor and the best man talk about like the bride and groom and stuff. The groom is drunk. And when I say drunk, I mean super drunk. Like drunk to the point where he's about to throw up. And the microphones are not working.
Oh, no.
So he's getting up there and he's talking about like, I love you, brother. I'm glad you're getting married. And you know what? I'm going to just talk about all the great times that we had. And now that you're marrying a woman, now we won't get together anymore and stuff. Like the bro code is gone, man. Bro code is gone. All this stuff about like, bros before hoes, you betrayed the code and stuff like that. You could tell he was like, he's not happy about this whole wedding. He's like, okay, that's the best man. And my cousin's dad had to step in and be like, okay, yay, okay, all right. And then they were like, hey, does anybody else want to say anything about them? And everyone's just like, no, we have no idea what we're gonna say.
Dude.
The last minute.
You ain't hot shit.
Oh, this guy's trying. What is his name?
Elliot
got
and he's got a sand shrew.
Dang, Elliot, I didn't know you were a man of culture.
Yeah, just camping out with a bunch of sand shrews.
Oh, by the way,
Oh no, you have to see what the girlfriend looked like.
Chester is curled up in my lap right now. We're just chilling while everyone talks.
Yeah, so that's a nice story. I swear I told this story before, but I guess it's been so long. I'll probably, but in another 2 years, I'll probably say it again. It's like, no, you never said the story. Like, no, I remember this specific day I talked about it.
Dude, I think it kind of jarred my memory a little bit when you mentioned the naked guy.
Oh, God. Of course, that's the one thing you remember out of that story.
Yeah, but I couldn't remember the rest of the story. I just remember the naked guy part. Because I thought it was hilarious.
As that's like the most mind-boggling thing ever. Is like the guy just like the way he came out. It was almost like he just opened the doors and be like, "Hello, everybody. Here's me and my giant
Like
dick."
the Pope announcing something.
Yeah.
Think about, oh god, imagine if someone actually uploaded that on like friggin' TikTok or something.
No,
Right, let's see
TikTok
who-
didn't exist back then.
Oh, that's his girlfriend.
Oh,
Okay.
Get it? Because goth girlfriend.
Wait, she's goth?
Yeah, look at her. She's wearing dark. Her outfit's dark
Well,
gray.
I mean, I didn't want to judge. Maybe they just like the color black.
Or they're going to a funeral.
See, that's a camper's outfit.
That's great.
Um.
Oh well.
So anyway, the other thing that I had on my list was that we finally know who's going to do the halftime show for the Super Bowl.
Ooh, I didn't catch it.
Kendrick
I can't
Lamar.
didn't someone have a meltdown on Twitter over it?
Yes, because they were Drake fans, and because it wasn't Foo Fighters. I'm like, oh my god, really?
Oh fuck.
Especially after the year Kendrick had, where he literally destroyed Drake's career.
I think the last time I watched a halftime show was Rihanna.
Yeah, that was years ago. Like Usher was the last one.
Because she was pregnant then.
Yeah, because we had Usher back in March. Yeah, because Usher did the halftime show. Now it's going to be Kendrick Lamar.
uh-oh.
So I'm actually excited for it. I'm going to be like, okay, this is a good halftime show that I can kind of catch a glimpse at. As long as Taylor Swift's not there. Which she probably will be if her boyfriend is playing the Super Bowl again.
Oh God, not her.
So, by the way, she endorsed Harris last night after the debate, and now there's like 30,000 people that now registered to vote. So I'm like, okay, you did the bare minimum. Thank you, Swift.
I'm still not voting.
Well, I mean, I think it's probably no. It's not even late to register. Anyway, but she's like. They used to plaster her all over the NFL games because at the time she was dating. I mean, she's still dating the guy, but it's like, oh my God, a major celebrity is dating an NFL player. We got to make sure that they, hopefully her team gets to the Super Bowl so we can just keep showing her all the time on the games.
What?
So who's having a bet when the hell they're going to break up?
Oh, I'm just waiting for the Travis Kelce album to come out. It's like, this is why I broke up with you. Because I highly doubt if there's a marriage proposal that comes out of this, it's gonna be treated like when Prince and Meghan Markle got married.
Of the fat guy in the blue shirt.
Wow, that didn't age well.
Oh, this guy.
It's a puzzle. It's a puzzle.
Yeah, but he's fat, not the big guy in the blue shirt like today.
Well, keep in mind this is all. Oh, sorry. This is also a ROM hack, so like. Okay, that is a grape purple. He is barking at something.
Bark.
Very menacing.
I didn't know Eevees could bark.
Baby's borking.
Well, Eevees are dogs.
Oh no, Eevee's based on a bunch of different cute animals.
Well, I thought Eevee just says, Eevee!
Why is Eevee staring at my... Oh, right. Wants to sit on my head. And so there should be an NPC around here with a very weird name.
Ivan?
No, it's not
Ivan the
Ivan.
Terrible.
Oh, I need like special move, not like the normal tackle.
Well, when are you gonna get that Espeon?
Or Umbreon?
I think this one's gonna be Umbreon because like you need to have it be daytime to get an Espeon with high friendship. So it'll probably be the other one. Oh, sorry, unless Crystal Clear added a stone that'll do evolution.
Like how they did it in Pokemon XD. You just give it the stone, and it's like, oh, hey, you can either be Espeon or Umbreon. It'll take a while, but it made it a lot easier.
Damn it, my foot fell asleep.
Ouch.
I know that originally for Gen 2 there was gonna be a poison stone because Umbreon was gonna be a poison type. Oh, that is a high magnitude.
No!
Don't do it!
Okay, that's better.
Okay, that's not a strong magnitude. And there it goes.
Eevee!
Wow, they don't give any of the other Pokemon that much experience. Usually in the other games, they give you half of it.
I know, right? And even then, I had to go out of my way to get an EXP share. Okay, so one of these guys has a funny... Okay, I think it's... Oh man, I don't remember who it was.
Just do a double battle.
Oh god, it's the fat
Okay,
guy.
it's that guy. Yeah, it's the blue. I guess they don't have double battles. Oh wait, that makes sense, because Gen 2. Look at his name. Wait, they changed his name.
Walt?
Unless
Okay,
it's
so
the other
Walt Disney.
Wait.
I swear there was a character called Fire Breather Dick.
Maybe that's why they changed it.
Yeah.
Probably. The
I would
joke.
hate to
Now
have
watch
that.
his-
The
I would
joke
hate
could
to
have
have
come
that
out of my
happen
mouth.
in real life.
Watch as it's the other guy. Oh, those are babies.
I mean, yes, that's why they're called Magpies.
I know.
Sylph about to fall asleep in their own game.
Well, I mean, they are Chiaki. Chiaki always fell asleep.
Yeah.
Guys, my
Very-
sleep has been awful.
I still want a Gundam.
Were there any other characters in Crystal Clear that you could instill?
I'd have to. I'm on the Discord for this game, so I'll have to ask if anyone is planning on doing that. No, you're not evolving.
Aww.
You stay cute forever.
Oh.
Come on, Sylph! Don't you want it to become a cute Butterfree?
Eventually, just not yet.
Oh, she just cock blocked. No.
I want him to stay my baby for a little bit longer.
Oh, like Elliot?
No, if only he could have stayed small and cute. But
Well,
he's
yeah,
still
I get your.
small, just... Yeah. Or no, he's still cute. Yeah, you're still cute.
I get it.
But he's also a stinky little boy.
Dude, like, in my apartment complex, the guy who came to, like, change our filter, he saw Chester today, he's like, oh, you a big old cat. I'm like, oh, God. I gotta get in the living room for Chester so I can attack him.
The orange cat behavior, huh?
I was in the middle of stacking dishes because I just got them washing them and stuff.
It's okay, he's just orange.
He's harmless.
Yeah, he's orange and white.
He's a brat when he wants to be, but I love him.
Oh, mine's like that too. I'd be trying to go to sleep, and then he'd jump on my bed and he'd start yelling at me. If I don't do anything, he paws me with it, hits me with his little paws.
Your cat's abusive.
I know.
I want food.
I'm like, I usually go, you have food, you have water, you have catitude, your litter box is clean, what do you want?
It ain't
Like,
comfort food.
That's like with Cash, though. Especially like in the middle of the night, like 3 a.m. And I'm just like, what is it, dude? Sometimes he would, like, when I had my arm extended out, he would just, like, loaf right on my arm. And I'm just like, dude, you're kind of killing my arm here, buddy. Then I would, like, secretly, like, slink my arm back while he's still in loaf position.
I'll be, like, sitting on my bed. I have my legs, like, spread out and stuff. Next thing you know, here comes Chester in the middle of him falling asleep. And I'm like, by the time I get ready to want to go to bed, I'm like, I can't move my legs. The cat is in between them. I want to sleep, but he looks so cute.
Oh, that guy didn't attack. Okay. Sometimes the cop character attacks it, or sets up a battle at night.
You know what to do.
Abra.
Oh my god, yes, it's a fucking Abra!
I don't want it.
Self! Damn you!
Sylph didn't want drug lord Alakazam.
I do.
That's only available through the trades, ain't they?
Oh, right, yeah, the trade.
Yeah, we went all the way from Cerulean to Violet City.
Chucky has saved the game.
Well, this would probably be a good time to end the show.
Wait, what time is it?
Hey,
Oh,
Well, we're
wait,
close
let
to
me,
time, but
let me finish the gym
8.
and then, yeah.
we got to show off the gym
Yep.
with the giant dollar sign in the middle.
Quit.
and I already have a cat that's stalking me saying it's bedtime.
Abe.
You tired? You
Look
tired,
at
little
birds.
guy?
Where are we in the burb city?
Yeah, you tired?
There's actually a really weird translation error that was made for a bootleg copy of Crystal that hold on, I gotta look this up.
Chester, what are you doing? Chester, can you please not stand on me? I got a potty after the show.
Where they got a certain oh, I need double slap.
What is it with you trying to nudge her head on my laptop? Anybody want to cat sit my cat?
No, I can't do it.
That's
I wish, but mine is an only cat.
Mine's a grumpy old man, so.
Oh, whoa! You look really cool.
Lay down, look at.
With like the bit of the blue detailing on them.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Yeah.
What are you doing? Oh, I love you too. You gonna nudge me again? Thank you. I love you too. This music is making me utterly sleepy.
Well, it is a Pokemon Center.
You sure it ain't fucking Jigglypuff singing?
No.
No, because there's no Jigglypuff in that center.
I
Unlike
can't.
the last one.
I can't see. The cat's in my way. I can't see my screen.
There
It's
was
like-
a gym that had a Jigglypuff, but I mean not gym, a center that had one, but alright.
You look funny with your butt in the air.
So there is a bootleg copy of Pokemon that has been dubbed a Vietnamese crystal because it was found because of where it was bought. Like, it was a bootleg Pokemon game from there. And there's a very specific line that I'm trying to find that, it turns Faulkner's quote and makes it sound like poetic, for lack of a better term.
Oh.
Where is it?
This is going to turn into an Alfred Hitchcock movie.
Yep. The Pidgeys are coming.
Okay, here it
They're
is.
all no Bill, and then Bill Paxton says they're already here.
Okay, here it is. Okay, I guess it's not as poetic as I remember, but the quote is, "They were fluttering in the sky, making the world magnificent. I let the worldly people understand their grandness."
Huh.
That just sounds like a dying villain when they're defeated in an anticlimactic movie kind of quote.
I know it.
Like they're having a last-ditch effort after the hero defeats them before they fall into their untimely demise.
Oh gosh, I forgot one of his quotes. This said, "There is a spirit in the forest. Don't serve the devil."
What the hell just came out of the Eevee's butt?
That was a gust. Did you
That was
not?
Gust attack from the Pidgey.
Oh, I thought it was a fart.
Somebody's
Fart
not
that's-
paying attention.
Okay.
Someone's half asleep over here with her pet in her lap, and I'm just petting him while I'm half asleep. I'm on audio.
You're on audio.
I'm on autumn. See? I can't even talk right now. That's how tired I am.
I think I won. Alright, one last save, and then we're gonna beat the gym. And then that'll be it for the night.
You better. You don't want another Brock situation.
What does he say here?
See, he's
Okay,
not
that
going to
was-
let anything bad happen to birds. So no chicken for you, Circus.
That's all right.
I
Yeah.
thought he was talking about like the legendary bird Pokemon there for a hot minute.
Oh.
That's all right.
And-
I just killed our fucking bird back here. We got fried chicken for a week.
Okay, so people shipped this game's the bootleg version of Chris with Twitch plays Pokemon's version of Red.
What?
Yeah, remember like the whole Twitch plays Pokemon thing, and like
Yeah.
they considered the chat as like part of the lore. It was like this weird alternate universe thing. Well, I guess their version of Red is now its own thing, and yeah, they shipped the Vietnamese crystal version of Chris with that Red.
Speaking of the chicken, that I'm a dark meat kind of girly, so sounds good right about now, Circus.
Don't blame me. Blame Joe. He's over there telling me I can't fry birds up.
Oh, I'm saying Faulkner won't allow you to.
Look, a nice bird I could cook.
That's a
The
Pidgeotto.
wind is finally.
I don't give a
with us.
fuck. It's a bird and we're gonna eat it.
Nope. Mm-mm. You're going to eat nothing but berries and fruit.
Berries
What
and
about
cream.
berries and-
Berries and cream.
Oh my gosh, you ninja me! Berries and cream.
How this little one loves berries and cream. Berries and cream. Berries and cream. God, that commercial.
How the fuck did that work?
Because flail works when you have low HP.
I did not know that.
It gets more powerful
when you're
the less
strong,
HP
when you have
you
to
have.
struggle, it's when it's your most powerful. Oh,
I'm loving how this guy has the MC hammer pants going
not
on.
again.
Damn you.
Caterpie's gonna be pissed.
He's gonna be forever.
Yeah. He's gonna fucking fight Sylph back when he gets evolved. Just like
One of these days, like I'm gonna play a Pokemon game and just Caterpie army. Except I'm gonna have to like do a editing of the ROM just to get that to work.
All right. Well, we're gonna end the show now.
pizza.
Oh, yeah. Why does that sound like a running gag there? Like, every time Sylph's Caterpie tries to evolve, they're just like, nope, you're going to stay cute forever.
Well, it's better than seeing you on that 4-wheeler.
Okay, why is this going on so long?
What
I
is?
know.
The phone call from the Pokemon League. It's an advertisement. That's why.
Yeah.
The phone call is coming from the house.
The phone
Get out of
call
there.
that's within the house.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Well,
Phil,
we're gonna
what
be
about that
back.
shitstorm that's, what do you think about that shitstorm of a potential collaboration with, Genshin?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
I don't play it, but I thought I'd ask you.
I'm not sure how to
Bright
feel about
eyes.
it because they were putting content behind
bright eyes.
like that kind of paywall.
Yeah. People
All
are
right.
pissed about it, though.
Polio
All right.
doesn't
Well,
care. He's
it's
like
gonna
money.
be end of this tonight. We got Friday Night Phoenix coming up on Friday, so make sure to look out for that when that happens. Yeah.
And please
we
don't
got
drink and drive your fucking 4-wheelers out in the field somewhere and make your friends go, what the fuck, every day.
I'm sure there's going to be a sequel to this dream. I'm just waiting for it.
Well,
I
you
think we
gotta
all
gotta tell my mind that, okay?
are.
Well, no,
I'm
you
pretty
got to
sure
tell
we're
your
gonna be waiting
mind
for
that.
the 4-wheeler dreams.
All right. We'll catch you all on Friday. Until then, good night and enjoy yourselves for the
Everyone
next
Good night,
3
guys.
days.
Bye. And